Greetings, friends. It's me, Wayman29. Kind of taking a break from the underworld study I've been doing. I got a lot of Egyptian literature to go through and to look over, and so I'm doing that now. Haven't been in Egyptian mythology for quite a while, so it's going to take a little bit of time. But this is a video reply to Amber Thinks. So I think Amber Thinks is dealing with fundamentalism. She says that in her video. It's quite obvious she knows. However, fundamentalism runs pretty deep. You know, when I came out of evangelical fundamentalism, I kind of realized there's lots and lots of fundamentalisms out there, fundamentalist groups, and you know, Christian fundamentalists, Islamic fundamentalists. Almost every group has fundamentalists. Even anti-fundamentalist fundamentalism. You know, what's that? Atheist fundamentalism. So when I came out, I got into all the textual crit stuff, but I realized that education beats fundamentalism every time, no matter what it is. And usually when people start spouting angry comments, all you need to do is ask kindly sometimes, where did those ideas start, and why do you think like you do right now? Usually if you study that, you'll quickly realize that most fundamentalists are really bad at history, because their romanticized fundamentalist view of history is nowhere near the secular, probably more interesting, more real history than the romanticized view that of belief systems. So after I came out, I got into, you know, whining and moaning about how contradictions and how everything was fake and all that. Then I said, you know what? I'm going to look at this as I would any other piece of literature. I'm going to look at the Bible as I would any other piece of literature. And that led to studying ancient Near Eastern texts, studying some of the original languages, and I started realizing how all this is put together in epic form for a specific people. And people whine and moan about how the Bible's all slice and dice. So is any other piece of literature coming out of the ancient Near East. So when you look at it in that context, it's right in line with what you would expect from the rough and tumble environment of the ancient Near East. Law codes, Assyrian law codes, law code of Hammurabi, Lipit Ishtar, law codes, and I think I said that right. All those Middle Assyrian law codes all have the same kind of idea, where today we would place our views on it, we would be hollering, that's not fair. Also, what I learned about fundamentalism is fundamentalists don't take care of the people who disagree with them. I don't expect them to. And they use their freedoms to further their own agendas, and I expect them to do that. So all in all, I expect people to act like people, no matter what the religious texts tell me, or no matter what they profess. People will always act like people. So, education, you need patience to beat fundamentalism, and the two combined, you'll do a pretty darn good job at it. So, don't ever stop educating yourself, because you have to know what these people know, plus more. You have to know where their ideas and theologies originated. You have to be able to follow that through to modern day, and you also have to be able to see how they interact with different people. How does it influence society, and how has it influenced society in the way we think about things? What are their worldviews? You know, that's pretty important, because a fundamentalist evangelical worldview will pretty much change the lives of everybody around them, for better or for worse. We see it happen in America quite a bit. So I guess I kind of been through it, been there, done that, and I'm kind of bored with all the topics. I really like studying the historical aspects of it. And now when I'm attacked, number one, I know where it's coming from for the most part. I know the start of the theology where those ideas come. And for the most part, you can just ask a simple question and make them go sit in a corner and think. Because with fundamentalists, you pretty much have to give them their own medicine back sometimes. And I try to do that in some of my videos before I got into the whole educational kind of role. Not role, but the whole educational, historical kind of theme on my channel. But if you go back and look at some of that, I'm not a mean guy. However, sometimes I was mean to the mean, nice to the nice, and that's the way you just have to treat it. Somebody's hard with you, just give it back to them, and because with fundamentalists, the line has to be drawn. The line has to be drawn that they do not dare to cross. If they see you buckling, if they even see you flinching a little bit, they're going to come after you. So stand strong, know what they know and more, and educate yourself about what's happening. A really good book is was put out by Chicago University. It's called Fundamentalism's Observed, and that's a great text. I think there's 2 volumes to it. I'm not sure. I got volume 1, but it's a pretty good book. But this stuff never ends. There will always be fundamentalists, and so don't become what you hate, friends. And remember, if everyone's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking.